on paper, FUT
Okay,
really
we got
only lost
FUT on
one
defense, Liquid
game.
on attack.
A respectable loss to Vitality, especially after seeing the form they were in. But how does this now compare to someone like Liquid?
Yeah,
Where
that
do we
was
put
good.
these two, especially with this veto in mind? Who won this one? Very briefly, because we have an aggressive
Smoke close,
start
recon.
that's been tempered.
And then we have a knife cross map with the fake as well.
Back to your point,
Yeah, dude, knife over towards here with a drone. Pulls the rotate out. We've got a smoke over towards middle to create pressure as well. There was a bit of a rotate from this, but
we'll see the next couple of
they pretty
games,
much held
but
strong.
That's kind of where I'm putting them right now. Team Liquid have had a very scrappy run, I'd say. It's been very good. They've kind of adapted as they needed to go, and they've had a lot of games, but it has been scrappy.
Yes.
I think the week break.
This is a rough duel.
See how these teams have adapted.
All right.
Damn.
Captain.
Did not think I was going to go like that. The shocks are incredible. Solid damage, 9 and 51.
Pressure point towards A. Spike now getting
it's a hard retake though.
Invested towards it. And Mr. Fallen can at least catch
easy
one
retake when that happens though. What the hell?
Surprise Liquid kind of fell foul to that there. Thought that could have been at least.
Yeah, I thought considering they weren't getting contested over towards site and they had the camera deep, they weren't even going to try duel it. Like they had a good amount here.
Dwindle down now to a 3v3.
Yeah, that lurk makes this all winnable now from Kamek. But he is
Nice
repositioning backwards.
Falling back through, so down to just cracks here, and he's handled. Liquid with a lovely start.
Old school Nats, nice shot.
To get the pistol under the belt with Nats, claiming I think 3 of those.
Yeah, but I think that all came down to Kamek's lurk at middle, to be honest with you. I think that being in the 3v4, he gets that kill back. And then the players on site, yeah, beautiful closeout from Nats there.
Okay, well, expectation-wise, if we're looking at Abyss, obviously it is FUT's choice. Do you think this is looking like a 2-0 overall here? Good start on this one? Or do you think with those recent looks from Liquid, right, they're much better overall, comp changes coming in, kind of picking up a little bit better. Do you think we see a little bit more resistance now?
Well, actually... Ooh.
Well, oh, it's so funny. I'm just going to start adding a fee to every time there's a tech pause. Sorry, guys. My bad.
Okay, anyway. But the veto, you did mention that, and I didn't address it. I do think that this veto for Team Liquid is very strong.
Okay.
Like, I'd still put FUT in an advantage here, but Liquid decided to float Lotus, which has been their promo ban, in order to ban away Pearl. And to be honest with you, I think that would have been an instant 1-0 to FUTballist on Pearl. Okay. And then we got to Abyss, Bind, and Haven. And Liquid haven't looked like slouches on any of these maps so far.
Yep.
They've looked decent on Haven, they've looked good on Bind, and they won Abyss twice before as well. So I don't think that this is like completely out of, you know, character of Liquid make this look close.
Okay, and I think this will really give me some good context to how much of those recent games really worked for Liquid. How much are we starting to see them now fire on all cylinders? Do they have that potential to then go through to internationals, right? Because this is all good and well, but we are getting so close to that international stage.
Top 3 high mechanic players that I've worked with.
With the rest of the world. Looking at Vitality, it feels like the answer is yes, right?
I mean, Scream has the best mechanics.
Now it's whoever's remaining. Now if you're looking for a safe team to bank on, you're looking at Heritage.
Then
right?
I don't know about the other two.
Going international. Now between these two teams, obviously just as much of a chance here.
Soulcaster's mechanics are pretty legit.
You've seen watching them to be an international challenger. Be harsh.
Do you mean like deep international?
Not necessarily deep.
Bacon? Yeah, that's no, you nailed it.
A respectable performance. FUTballist can always put up a respectable performance.
Yeah, Nivera's probably up there.
I think for Liquid, we still have question marks even domestically about how far they can go.
Sure.
So I think this is like the first big question mark for Liquid. If
Ardis?
they can pass this challenge,
yeah, but all I can think of Ardis is the Sage Wall. That's the issue. Ardis has ruined that question for me. Because, I mean, mechanically, he owned everyone at the beginning of the game.
Absolutely.
So
But then,
I think Heretics
I just think of the Sage Wall now, and I'm like, well...
It's Heretics. We know how much damage they can do.
Would any other player I say do that?
Who it kind of falls for. But to keep you up to date, we are going back into games. So hopefully everything is fixed. Thank you for your patience. We always get one and plenty more, probably. But first was for Liquid.
Scream,
so
yeah, we said Scream is number 1.
Where we are on that, and again, this should be a formality.
Start the match,
we
you
have
me.
been seeing a lot of sloppy anti-ecos, right? And I feel I've been very negative about this, but it does frustrate me to absolutely no end to see messy anti-ecos. And I actually kind of like what FUT are trying to do here too.
I think grouping all B main, sorry, is the kind of thing that you get.
Yeah, they're allowed one
versus
death for
Yamato,
Liquid.
but luckily they're going into a kind of weak side here. The flank is going to be everything.
And it's kind of already been seen.
When did we coach Ardis? Beginning of the game. Dude, the beginning of the game was incredible because everyone was doing tier list ranks of agents, and every single team would put Jet in F, and we were just playing Jet all the time. Mostly because Ardis loved it.
Really good stuff.
Yeah,
Mostly because some
smelled
like
out
other
that
agents
mid-push,
were
and their
crazy,
reaction was
crazy
to push
strong.
deeper
But
into the site. It's a classic protocol that you can apply to any map.
these shots, so a nice clean eco.
Back through. Nice little dart that was just sent in, and there it was. That kind of kicked things off. So,
Can we look back at those old tier lists? I guarantee people have deleted them.
No ults to bank on yet. No one's had that.
Jet on F, dude. Everyone said the Jet was broken. We were like the only team using it for like a full month. And then Bolster started using it a little bit when he was Jet.
A little bit of a change of approach from both teams for the last game. Heavy mid control for both.
Like a month in, 2 months in.
Yeah, commitment behind this too. Yeah, the Jake gonna find Kiko straight away, establishing dominance once these rifles have come out.
Buster Jet, yeah.
Go down is gonna make it a little bit trickier now for Liquid.
It was different back then. Used to IGL entry on Jet.
With the
Hopping.
drone, trying to force some of these players deeper towards B and staking some claim. The spike is coming this way as well.
They got no smokes, but they did the hard work of getting over towards B site.
Situation, he's gonna have to find something. So Liquid veering towards that B site, but Nat's doing his usual.
He's kind of absolutely owned it. And then I would tell Camo not to push, because he's owned it so much.
That's unfortunate, and now the spacing not quite right.
Yeah, they're at least going to get over towards site, and it's going to be about doing damage at the moment, and at least Cracks is kind of low.
Can they get there in time? It's down to 2. Nats.
It's a nice reclip from FUT. Need to get info, they fade eye on the floor. They kind of clear this.
Now he knows in the disadvantage he needs to do something.
Yeah, he's got to do something here.
Even this up, get a positional advantage. The position advantage.
This is nice though, because he's close to be able to swing off of it.
Couldn't quite make anything of that though. But he's keeping space, right?
It's
he
a good position.
Hold a good amount of this territory, but once this pressure comes back in from CT, I do start getting worried.
Good off angle.
Got to go above here. Can't do it as well. FUT now taking strides back towards the site. It's only on Nats. His lurk was good. The information, great. They got a plant. But for now, it's against 4. Still up towards Heaven. Would have to somehow divide and conquer. That's a great start. Spike now starting to tick a little quicker.
No pings on this one, but...
And it does get a little bit more panicked. It does get slightly more strained.
No way.
Didn't
even look like it was on the head.
Is he really going to do
2 bullets.
this right now? They haven't got half yet. Nats trying to toy with the time.
The solid attempt.
This is damn close, but the defuse is in.
Great attempt by Nats, but I like to cast our mind back a little bit to that Nats initial lurk. And it seemed like Liquid had that B site, and they over-aggressed. They should have let Nats play out that round instead of making the play from the B side.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, that they didn't need to
He's
duel.
probably calling his team, just chill out. I've got this. But Camo a bit too aggressive in my opinion.
Yeah, normally you have just like a keyword.
And you're right, if it was a little bit that timing difference.
Like if you have a good timing, where everyone just relaxes and let you play.
Impact towards A, but still. They can come back in.
They still did great damage, and they get the Outlaw out on Nats, and he has only 2 people that we can one-shot. See, they took the Bulldog on this.
Aggression from FUT. This is something we saw a lot in their last game.
This is what they done pistol, right?
Mid last round, they really like to establish their authority across the map.
But it's a nice idea because they have the Yoru TP ready on the B side of the map. They have the Vice there to delay as much as they can. So it's not like Team Liquid can accelerate towards that B side too much.
If anything, it's going to have to really slow down Team Liquid to go through these very meticulous defaults. Make sure that no one's pushed up anywhere. Make sure you have to use util to re-clear again. Chip away at some of that util to try and go back for those site hits.
Like even already, they haven't got a camera.
This is nice from FUT at the moment. Then we've got stack over towards A. They do have recon.
Coming into this A site.
And as soon as this gets shot, Sova's probably going to go to Heaven or back to site. Okay, let's keep an eye on the recon. Oh, Mr. finally used his recon. Where the hell did he use that? Middle or something?
If any at all. So it is focused towards this A site take. Camo's going to go in first, looking for that second string now, looking for the layers here.
I don't know about that decision making. Incredible first shot on this one. Yeah, he's broken the PC with it.
Yeah, despite
oh god.
Game being won there from FUT.
What's going on?
With the 3A. Not being able to hold that at all.
Sorry about the screens. The attack pause.
Yeah, we need attack pause.
2v5. And it is Zeus to take down Camo, but this is a really long way back in. Still 4 more players to try and disrupt, and I don't know if they can get to any of that sort of back line.
Okay, very clean on this one. Incredibly clean. Dude, I personally think that FUT really messed up on this. They Sova and Fade over towards site, and they used both of their util for info on this. And I just feel like when it gets to the 50-second mark, 40-second mark, you know they're grouping. Like, I'm always saving that recon to shoot on the back wall over towards here to make it hard once they hit over towards site.
You know, we love internet problems.
We love you.
Yeah.
Like, it looked easy to run in, and then Atta has to commit, because going straight up a rope, everyone's going to hit that shot.
The problem is that I have with the Fade, though, is that
Dude, tech pause on
trying to hold that A site seems
another
a bit hard. They couldn't even hold it with the 3, so that would be my criticism of the Fade in general. But
I mean, you didn't like the Fade particularly, did you? Well,
I don't like Fade with Sova.
Sova, yeah.
I mean, I prefer Sova.
Okay.
So
right.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking across. It does look like the admin is over towards the FUT side, so we'll try and find out what's going on. But clearly there are some issues today, so...
He shot the recon at the start of the round. At 55 seconds, he has the recon on his back of A. I think he shot it middle. But then they fade-eyed here.
Really?
And then I was like, well, they're going to save the recon then.
Sliggy's stream boring. I saw you in there a lot. Oh, that's horrible.
I've been watching Boaster's stream.
You've been in the Boaster stream?
Yeah, the Boaster stream.
Really?
I don't know if he's watching now, but...
Probably not.
Boaster must be watching now.
I'm slowly converting over to an Ardis watcher.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's bringing out the worst in me. It's good. It's good.
Maybe I have to...
You should dabble. You should like just like on the sly. You know what I mean? You don't want to be too proud of it yet, but you got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Once again, no updates so far. So fingers crossed we do get an idea of what's
Betrayed. I mean, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes it's nice to just
It's phenomenal. So it's got.
sit back and just watch how other people are.
What? No, I was giving him. What? How did you
look?
I said he joined Vitality as a content creator, and now they won every single game.
Oh, so it's him.
It's just the Ardis effect. He's got aura.
He does have aura. That is actually very true.
Why did he smirk after
miss
that?
Players who give a bit of banter. You know what I mean? I think everyone's a bit too nice these days. It's boring.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm getting called out here.
Villain, Minnie. This is it. This is your.
What? Just do it from the caster booth. Have all the players hate me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm.
They'll be calling me out from the stage.
You reckon? Just like standing up, giving it. I'm down for that. Once again, no updates for you guys. We just love the color red. You know, just good times all around. You know what? I'm so glad the first game was just a nice, quick game. Only 1 tech timeout. They were straight through.
Yeah, they left all the techs for us.
Yeah, that's super sweet of them. First game back. Let's throw Mini under the bus.
Yeah.
I have been a curse, haven't I?
We're definitely gonna miss the first map of Americas, aren't we?
Because it has been brutal. Yeah. We've had 3 mappers, OTs,
tech
all
pauses.
of that. Yeah, tech pauses. Wow. Hey, maybe the analyst desk will be ready soon. Who knows? So at this point, I'm gonna start. I look. It's not even gone midnight yet. It is staying with us, so I'm gonna start reading chat. So I'm being poorly behaved because, well, yeah. What else is there to do?
Which chat are you?
I go for Slickies. Okay. I do see some slugs in the audience as well.
That is
some
the
pretty well made
safest of the
signs.
chats.
Some really well made signs. So if we can find them, 10 out of 10. Let's have a look. This pansy lady hates us. Crazy. His mods. Zilv is in Sliggy's chat. Isn't he meant to be working?
Zilv.
Yeah, Zilv. Is this your? I like the
Monk
Abyss
Caesar,
full
thank
sign,
you
but
so much for the
where's
11
slug
months.
ones? Find the slug one.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. There was a tech.
There is a tech.
Yeah, no, maybe that's you guys. Okay, hold on. Let's play as EMEA. Who we got? I'm looking. We need a little zoom.
I'm here for the QB.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh.
Wait, that's Thomas.
Oh.
That's the assistant coach for Koi, flaming his own team from the crowd.
Huh. Okay, a little bit of a Noah. I see a nat
so
sign.
brutal.
Solid. Oh, the liquidation.
Blaming your own
you guys
team.
are brutal. Okay. What else do we have? Some lock-in signs.
Who's going to be EMEA's second seed? You would imagine Heretics, but you never know.
I read that without even thinking. Someone could have absolutely done.
Yeah, they could have.
Oh, that's a really good sign. Look at that one. I like that.
What's it got? Candles. What?
Candles? I don't know.
What am I seeing there? There's
That's
candles.
It's really hard to see. All right. I do like the sign though. We were told 2 minutes. It feels like it's longer than 2 minutes. Let's go, MEA. Roger Bangkok, like that. Nice. Came here for 5 maps. Nice. Good. Like the update. Nice work. Heretics. Okay, nice. I'm not reading out sub to people. Yeah. Little wingman. Good. People, can you draw? Because you're meant to be creative.
I was a graphic
He
designer.
must be good at drawing.
Draw. No, not really.
You almost swallowed it. It felt like you.
I was gonna
trailing.
say,
Yeah.
It was a. Yep.
So you can't draw.
No.
So if
not
I got
really.
you like some crayons or something.
Nah, not really.
Steven,
If you
thank
give
you
me
for
time,
the, thank
I
you for the
can
100
do
bits.
something.
Thank you.
Could you draw wingman?
As a
Like
fan
cute
of tech
little
pauses,
graphic thing,
mate,
maybe.
no one's a
What
fan
do
of
you
tech
mean a
pauses.
graphic-y thing? What does that mean?
Not
I
like a
hate
real
this
drawing.
weird game
Well,
interfering with
Get
my
to work
tech
on that.
pause.
That'd be great.
Okay. Pretense, thank you for the bits as well.
Apparently.
Why is this just the
we might be
spam
going
now?
into
Who
game
did
soon.
this?
It might be a lie.
Chat, come
I've
on.
been hurt in the past.
Thank you
My
for the 100
fingers
bits though.
shook. Little Team Liquid signs. Very nice. Hey, look, you guys have been creative. Way to go, audience. You've kept us safe here. Kakuka, come in.
Why is Kukuka here?
Because at this point, we might need her. Bea, how you doing?
We just co-streaming now.
Apparently we're going back in at some point. We might just be co-streamers. I'll put the mic on once you put it on there. I don't know if it's even working. We'll find out. Let's see. Ah, she's on. At least you're going out to the audience. Yeah. I can't hear you, but the audience can. So let me see if I can fix that.
Try casting.
You're caster 1. We're gonna do this because they said ready checks were happening. Don't believe them for a second. Panini, we love you. I love you too. I need love desperately. How was it casting with Mitch? You can't hear me. Okay, well we can maybe fix that.
Jesus.
Hello.
Everywhere's
Can you
a tech
hear me now?
pause.
Apparently we are going back into game soon. Just so you know, thank you for your patience. We have just been signed to like bring everyone together. I know. The second you turn up, you fix it. Bea, thank you so much.
Cursed.
Yeah,
Damn, I'm
thank
back.
you, Bea.
Anti-curse.
Yeah, literally, you had to bring her up here to save us. Appreciate you. Have a lovely day.
Okay, we're straight in
but
as
we're
well.
back underway, so if you're just
Where the
tuning
hell
in,
are we?
you've missed
Eco for
very little.
FUT,
3
Liquid
to
won
1.
the big rounds. There's a
And
4-person
really
stack
for
and it's
FUT,
going to
we
get
are down
wild.
to classics.
Oh
That's
god, they
lovely
pick up
from
the gun.
Jado.
Wait, they don't pick up the
They catch
gun?
off Camo. Now, is there any sort of mayhem to be caused? No. Kamek and Kiko
Maybe if they
not
stuck
allowed
around to
yet.
pick
No
up the
fun
gun,
to be
but
had
couldn't
here.
stand it.
No dangerous anti-ecos. A sensible round.
Yeah, usually with the anti-ecos you expect a slower round, trying to feel like where the stacks are.
Yeah, they just
Liquid's new
absolutely
approach
sent
is
it
just
over
rush
towards
B.
B.
Which
They got some good ults here as well. The snowball
works,
is
it
for
works,
sure
but
on.
We've seen a lot of these just rush X sites.
The gun
yeah.
fell off the map.
Love a
Oh,
miss.
really? Damn,
So
that
much
dude, that's
variety, don't
unlucky.
you find? You know?
Yeah, that B site is a nightmare.
But then that'll be
Yeah.
why.
Imagine if Icebox.
Oh yeah, dude, look at
One
it.
site.
Dude, that's so unlucky.
There's no turning it
It
down.
actually
Mini.
flew a little bit.
What's that?
It's just loud. It's just going to be loud the whole
It's loud.
time.
It is
Yep.
loud.
And luckily, this isn't a tech timeout. This is actually just a FUT timeout.
This is a guy's timeout.
Yes. So, you know, you want to get a grip back onto the game. It's been
Interesting to see what the adjustment here is. We've seen mostly aggression early on. It was something that they did quite a lot in their previous game. Fighting for A main was something that they like to do. It'll be interesting to see if they just go back to a
Oh, he's not
defensive
talking.
style.
The first time we cut
I
to
can
him,
see
I
on
haven't
my-
seen
well,
him
you can
just
see on the screen too.
absolutely
Zeus is
sending it.
picking up the op here. Something that we even seen and noted that's not, you know, it's traditional for Zeus, but on that Euro on this map, I think it's a necessity if you want to put up numbers on defense. So I imagine the call is going to be around that. The Team Liquid side, though, the KO and Sova ult mean that it's going to be quite a tough round for FUT to win here. Usually in these kind of rounds, if you just get rid of these kind of big ults, that's a positive, but there's not that many rounds to play with here for FUT, so they're going to need to do quite a lot to get this round.
Yeah, so 3 ults, Camo and Padatek all have theirs ready for this round. Of course, Zeus with his, but
And you can
Yeah,
see
a lot
one
of,
little detail here is that FUT have separated out
A lot of
their
ults that are going to
thorns,
be coming
one on
online
the
soon.
B side of the map and one on the A side of the
Liquid
map.
have
It's
an
quite a nice
incredible chance to
anti-KO
force them
ult
down
kind
to
of
an
idea.
eco though, so you would want to see these ults get used. That shot did hit is just through the
Down
wall.
to 47.
Mr.
Takes a bit
Fallon
of a
tanks some
graze.
damage, got a regen shield
But
though.
that's the operator noted really early into a round. So how do you
And they
adjust
have at
around that?
least
Is it now
changed
just
up the
going back
wall
towards
over
a
to
more
war
standardized
and
site hit, or is that
A.
an expected look?
I think just grouping up towards a site hit, avoiding the AWP is good, but the problem is the Yoru can TP. Luckily, it has just expired, so Zeus isn't going to be here on the B site for this hit.
And they've timed it.
Okay, knife
just
hits
about
one.
Right here. Camo trying to take the wider route here. We know that a captain's on site, but knives now aside, Camo has to try and make progress. Now we've got rotations. Now there's players on this site. It's
Yeah,
going
they
to
still get
a
over
little bit
towards
more
side though. Keep an eye on the
brawly.
Sova
This
luck,
fight
or
gets
honestly the Sova
more
ult could be pretty good in
contested.
terms of the angle, but
Plant should be secure
it's not going to
unless they
feel
try and pull it
too
at that
confident
exact
because there's
timing.
no info
Keeper's trying
in
to
front
keep
of
a little
him.
watch on that. backs away now.
Yeah, we definitely got to keep an eye on Kamek here.
But it's done the job. They've got the post plant. They
Big
have
jewel
this
at middle.
ult in the post. I don't want to see Kamek take any more jewels.
I like this though. He creates pressure over towards middle, then he goes back over towards B main, so they're still kind of searching for him. At the same time, he can get in range for his ult. Against nice. Once the ult pops, they know that he's moved far away, so Yetajay can speed up, and he might own everyone.
Stunning from Yetajay, leaving Kamek now in a 1v5, and the spikes being diffused. This is just looking unwinnable. There's so many bodies. He's doing great damage.
Okay, Yetajay really owned this round though. To see the 1v1 and then the Sova not to peek and then for him to keep on pushing was great. As soon as that Sova ult got popped, he just knows he can speed up, and because they saw him so far back, they're just expecting him to go sight. His decision making was pretty sick here.
He used it in a way that's like Liquid needs to be aggressive with it, but they're already off the site. So at that point, just use it for delay on the spike. So I think a little bit of mistakes from Liquid.
Yeah, and the fact that he used it early as well just means that they know that he's not pressure over towards middle anymore.
It is interesting watching him in the last couple of games. Certainly much quieter.
What about Teo on Icebox and Ascent? Yeah, probably going to be a nightmare to play against. That drone over towards... Honestly, the drone on Icebox should be sick.
But this time, FUT have a setup like a retake setup.
And then Teo on Ascent should be unreal as well, just like the damage.
Yetajay just unwilling to fall back from that. I feel like he could have maybe slipped off
Oh,
from
with
it a
the
bit, but they
spike.
still wanted to chip away here. Posturing for this retake and then playing like they want to hold the site has left it in a little bit of an unpredictable predicament. But down to a 3v3, this is where it gets awkward. You've got Kiko tipping the scales in their favor by pushing up a little bit deeper, allowing now for the plant to come in a bit more securely.
Yeah, the open plant here is going to be a nightmare for them to deal with as well, for FUT.
To get back into it.
Nah, I don't think they do. Especially with the lag from Nats, kind of secured it. It's a great little flash swing.
Kiko not letting it happen. Mr. Fallen last one alive in a 1v3, and we feel that eventual death is coming closer in the form of Nats. Nice towards Pantech, but zero idea about Nats. Now the plant isn't directly for him, but with his routing towards heaven, he should be fine. And
very, very nice. I like how Liquid have mixed up a good amount, like who is where. Sometimes Nats is the group, sometimes Kamek is watching middle, sometimes Nats is lurking. We've seen it like twice now. It's been non-stop, and obviously this play from Kiko is probably the round though.
But the retake style isn't FUT's bread and butter. They're not a team that I consider. They're more I want to hold every single side. So the execution on that retake setup was quite poor in my opinion. Yetajay has a full retake setup. He has the ult ready to use on the retake. But getting caught before being able to do anything is not a good look.
It's a bit worrying to see that as well. If it's something you've tried to like create a difference with, to see it falling so short. So
oops.
I like this call from Liquid. Nice little fake towards B. All this
yeah, drone gets out the ult.
Fake, and now they've got all the control in the middle of the map and ready for
the giant win. Got to start looking at the money here.
All the Vice utility, but I think FUT realized that's nice from Zeus. Quick
this would be a buy. There's 4 people that can't buy.
Removed from the equation, but we are looking towards this A site here.
Okay, but they got fade all into Astro, so the retake should be legit here. Patty is one flash and he probably wants to send it aggro because they need to. Flash goes out. Yeah, they didn't get anything for it. This is nice though.
That is not a bad weapon to be.
That's a shame because that Prowl is going to wreck you.
Literally everything thrown at him. He couldn't see a bit of it. Zeus gets to clean him out, but by now the guns are back in play. Good positioning still takes damage. Zeus doing as much as he can.
Okay, very nice on the retake though. Yeah, but it was always going to happen. 3 ults.
I do love the call from Liquid though, to be honest. Using the fact that in this game they have shown so much good presence towards B, using the little Sova drone to just fake it out, gave them all that space on A. Unfortunately though,
there was 4? What did I miss? Oh yeah, Sova ult at the beginning. Yeah.
It looks way too easy in my opinion. Nothing big noteworthy here.
I'd say
in terms of ults or ops.
Because how many just got used? Was it 3, I think? So it was the Divide,
4.
Nightfall, and then Yetajay's as well, right?
Ult.
Oh, and you're right. So that this is There's a lot utilized.
Yeah,
there
it's hard to
they
repeat
burned
this.
through a great deal of it. So you're looking at the cycle of things.
But the good news is they kept 4 people alive.
Knowing
How
that
the hell did this
vents
Prowler
got
not lock
last
onto
round,
the server?
And now just using that again. They're confident that they only lost that round because of the ults.
Oh my goodness, down to 4 HP. And they got the scan off.
Setting them up for success. A good scan towards the back of the side. Camo's getting curious, and it's worked. You can see the ideas, you can see it in motion, and it is rewarded and then some. Zeus is still such a sharp shooter, though. Has he got another hit? No. Kiko unwilling to take any steps away from the site. They still want to control this. So Mr. Fallen and Yedajay is not even entertaining this idea.
Gotta save this.
This is a save. They don't have the economy
1-9
to
loss
play with
bonus.
too much.
One that can't buy, so this gun needs to be kept alive. Everyone else can buy, but if they lose this next one, it's gonna be a nightmare. Hello, Yampy, how we doing?
Just simple reads.
We had a chicken wrap today, Yampy. What about you?
And then seeing how weak it looked towards that A side of the map.
Dude, 38 months as well, Yampy. Thank you so much for that.
Like, this looks very mature and experienced.
And I feel like that's what we want to see from someone like Nats. And it's what you want to be seeing from Liquid if you want to see them go further in this tournament. These sort of good calls, these really good ideas in these sort of games, controlling the tempo and applying that mentality. So far, so good. So there's still a buy here for FUT, and it was the right call. You said it. They felt maybe for Liquid, hey, we can run this again, right? The difference makers were the ults. And I feel that they were correct in that assessment.
Yampy's favorite gecko pet? Surely we've asked this before. Yampy? Yampy, what's your favorite gecko pet? Dude, he's just gonna say wingman to annoy me. That's just how his brain works. You might as well just write wingman down. We don't even have to hear the answer. He's never answered. I'm telling you it's wingman.
Pretty early on. This time looking to get very active towards middle, and Zeus has to take the emergency exit.
Yeah, never seen that.
Yeah, it gets a little bit weird because they lose mid control, and then in reaction they double push over towards A. And as we can see, they're ending on the site where honestly there's a lot of stuff here. And they got a good little crossfire. Mr. Fallon contact into swing.
Yeah, okay, run and gun. He gets the job done.
The run and gun is the committed swing. Caught him off so heavy.
Trying to find a corner to play from, and he can't find any security. Liquid, everything is working.
Yampy, what have you, for God's sake?
Yeah, that tiny little choke point there is usually, if you're going to play defensive and let them through and you kind of have a little 1-2 crossfire, it's usually the way to win that.
In Diff, dude, this was like, yeah, this, I mean, the swing was wild.
A bit critical that the player on Heather didn't make enough pressure, but honestly, just fantastic.
The great cleanup on this one. 2-4 loss bonus. Yeah, do some quick maths. Everyone's about 2-7.
This is FUT's choice too. This is their map.
Yeah, this is
veto was decent for Liquid.
worrying.
The last time they played Abyss, it was against Fnatic, and they didn't look great on defense. They won 5 rounds, 2 of them being from the pistol, and 3 being from heroics. What, 2 being from heroics from Zeus.
Isn't it a fish? You eat lots of fish in Finland here. Yeah, that's what you're going for. Dude, it doesn't even look anything like a fish, does it?
Looking at the team just visually, they don't look like they're in it yet. And okay, yeah, Liquid are on the attacking side, but you've got to see how they're playing out these rounds, how they're dictating the pace. And it's a gamble stack from FUT.
Yeah, FUT knowing that the anti-eco from Liquid has been rush B, and Liquid smart enough now to not rush B.
Yeah, and I love that Nats is positioned here. Seems very aware
Nats loving the outlaw. We've got some light armors here.
He's got to be careful.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
He's trying to buy as much time as he can.
Kamek's got to insta-send it.
Lovely work. Call in the cavalry. Kamek's here. But there's a lot of bodies on the other side. Kamek's going farming. And in all the meanwhile, we are seeing the spike heading over towards the A side. There is still a player there.
Last bullet. What is this duel? Wait, what's happened over towards A? What is this duel?
For the spike, and now suddenly this becomes... Oh, God, Kamek! Oh, that was a duel and a half.
I want to see how Fallen's...
20-second duel.
Must have done, and just caught them on the
One share of 2 people.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that replay there, but an 8-3. Is Kamek putting up the best defense he could, right? And this is it, straight out the smoke. Oh, that's nice. You can see the caution coming out from Kiko as well. They're like, if I go down, this actually might
that
be
duel looked like your gameplay. That's well, honestly, he got like 4 kills, right?
We go back in. They managed to weather the storm.
I would still twist that and take that as a compliment.
This right off the rip.
Yeah, I was about to note that the lots of cycled back
Bjorn,
from Liquid
Bjorn,
again.
thank you so much for the
Even
prime.
Little
Thank you,
Omen.
thank you.
Oh, idea here from Kiko.
Yeah.
There is a timer on this though.
They didn't say what side, that's true, but
Look at the
in
positioning.
my head it's
super aware.
the one that got all the
FUT
kills.
We're never going to fall for that, but they have drawn the bodies away now. Crack's the only one close. You got Zeus trying to watch the cross, and he makes a damn good go of it. Taking away Nats. Camo's fallen. It's all on Kamek now in a 1v3. This could be a nice little bit of a buffer coming in for FUT. Getting 4 rounds could be huge.
made sound.
Kamek would love to deny, he cannot.
I feel like
NJ
A was pretty
there
good for
to put
Liquid
up
here.
to 4 to keep the scoreline
Looked
within
nice.
touching distance.
Yeah, 5 was enough for FUT against Fnatic, and 4 could be okay here. It's not ideal, but on Abyss, such an attack-sided map.
We'll leave it there. Let's find out if it's enough going into that second half. Only 4 rounds. Can they still do it? Can they bring the pressure towards Team Liquid?
Yeah, they were kind of on top of this all. Feel like FUT have to win the pistol here. Let me do the mute on this one. Let's see if the VOD is... Oh yeah, it was a fast VOD for that love one. I'm Himvec with the Prime. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the Prime usage. Thank you, thank you. Have Liquid dragged the game into Clown Zone yet? Chat. Chat. You guys need to relax. They had a couple of bad fractures. You need to stay up with the trends. You move with the trends. That was 2 weeks ago. Now they're putting up solid performance. Flat chat is spreading the virus. Dude, I know it's Sideshow. What it is. Did you not see that round? Okay, that round wasn't the best example. I also agree with that. But you can't just be randomly picking rounds.
In your mind? What did we take
You
away
gotta look at the
from
overall
how FUT
picture.
looked on the first half, at least? Do you think there was enough there to get you confident for this second half, or are you seeing it in two very divided sides of the game?
I thought that, like I said, the last time they played this map, they relied on Zeus's heroics on the defense a lot.
Wait, what just happened in chat? Why was this 94 to 6?
From both these teams, FUT were abusing B versus Fnatic, but Liquid, when I looked at their defense, they had good B holds. So it's not going to be as easy as.
Alright, we got 9 ghosts out, and the wall here.
Well,
Insta fake with the Yoru TP over towards here, so fake pressure of A, break the wall, make it look like it's a push, and straight up B split.
Yeah, just question marking like an A
Not even a B split.
Hoping to keep only 2 or 1 towards the B side of the map.
I thought they were going to try send it middle a little bit here, but
Mr. Fallen's there. He has been spotted out. Nat's very aware. The utility getting cleared. It looks simplistic in approach, and Nats is willing to trade out his life for it. Does go down, but now Camo's arrived. He was playing middle before. It's not a far run, but that's a shot from Camo. This looks like it's wrapped up. Camo is putting on an absolute clinic right now.
20 HP to do this one as well. I will say that Patty Tech's KO is lovely.
20 HP.
Yeah, the spike down.
Yeah, I feel like his comms are great for it as well, because people are always getting like value off of it.
Just so far away. He does have time though.
I like what he's doing. You've got to try and make a play from this. You just go up that standard way trying to retrieve the spike as you'd imagine. It was never going to work out. So I like the creativity and at least maybe an approach like that. It doesn't work out.
Hey, very nice. This is hard for FUT.
Camo as well. Yep. Lovely from him in that round.
Yeah, that's key. If you want to hold that B site, you have to get the floods in. And Liquid were quick enough with Camo flooding in from heaven to have 3 towards that side of the map. So a nice start from Liquid. I think that pistol was almost a must-have for FUT there.
Feels like it could have been the gateway, right? If FUT gets that, okay, we get,
yeah, this time it's Kiko getting the outlaw out.
Now you're arguing that you'd want to see almost an error from Liquid to allow FUT the chance back in. But we've been talking about clean anti-ecos. Let's see if Liquid can do a bit of that. We've seen them before, and they question marks. This time, Actually, following through on that audio cue from the previous, and a captain not being subtle, and Kamek's got to be careful. Only 47 HP, time to fall away. Does want to give up his life. That Bulldog's precious, and Krax is going to pry it out of his cold, dead hands.
Yeah, but he played so far back that they can't pick it up. This one, however.
Got to be cautious as well. They are on the other side. He could go down.
Oh my god, wait, Patty got another one there. The transfer must have looked outrageous from his POV.
A 1v3 is so difficult. Has he got a corner? No.
Yeah, it
Kiko,
ended up being
relatively
clean after the...
I think those are the kind of rounds where...
I guess 4v4.
If you're looking, we're close to international play now.
Let's see how we got the second one through this, well, once he commits through the smoke.
By big teams. Like, of course they win the rounds, they survive with 3 people. But we need to be cautious.
Here we go.
I think the...
Unnecessary risks.
Yeah, the level of expectation
it's fast.
now rises.
Yeah,
and the
that's
level
fast,
of criticism comes with that too, because it won't be your... You know, foot on the other side. It might be a Sentinels, or it might be a G2. It could be a, you know, or a Vitality.
Big buy rounds. And for the bonus, it looks like they're going to absolutely send it and try and enable camo. It's going to be the classic smoke into recon, into flash, into jet, sending it. There's 2 people here. 3 people here.
Is this? No.
Someone's got to set up camo here. It's just the dart on the reveal.
Yeah, it's a good trade.
It's a 1-for-1 trade out. Is that valuable enough?
It's a bonus round.
I like this as well because this is the default that was wrecking Fnatic, right? Smoke here, TP, potentially over towards middle. So doing stuff like this for Liquid, it's gonna work out well.
What does FUT do? They're down on Krax. Luckily, I guess they do have a Sova, so they still have some way to break into the sites.
If Liquid's done their prep, they should know that FUT leaned heavy towards this B side of the map against Fnatic.
Yeah, and all they do is mid pressure into B hits.
Who's there, but he's going to be put into a corner. Does get away with his life, so keeps himself very much alive and breathing. You're looking at Patatech on this side too, but only down to that Ghost. So again, you are seeing a vast overwhelm here when you're looking at the weaponry that FUT have into the post plant. I want to see them keep this super clean for FUT now. Find some stability here. The paranoia's gone in. It's not found particularly anything. They've cleared that close part of the site. Now they've got to start to work up. Nats, I don't know if he noted the player by the pillar, but Zeus still gets some freedom here. Yeah, FUT keep them very much at arm's length, and this is great. This is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, this is a nice round from them. They got 1 armor rebuy, 1 gun rebuy. That's it. Money's going to be good.
Yeah, keeping 4 there is very good for the economy for FUT. They need to.
We definitely got to keep an eye on how Liquid want to handle this default, because this is the default that wrecked Fnatic.
I mean, they didn't have the guns to really retake, so not too much criticism on that side.
Let's all him Beery with the Prime. Is that how I say this? Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Appreciate the Prime usage.
And we do have the knives to camo.
We have a massive
game sound up. I mean, I can put up slightly.
Maybe a push or a trap.
I can't just do sound.
4 players it is.
Oh, boy.
Okay, camo going.
Oh, we're going out here.
Oh, okay. That was so sick. It's only going to get you 1.
Sure.
But I love the concept.
Yeah. We're bringing that one back.
Kiko didn't want to give up that space either. The Prowler had to be committed to force him away. Now down to
the
a 4v4.
EDG cosplay, right?
Yeah, the creativity, usually you just see it on the bonus round, then you can see a more standard round, but it's very interesting that Liquid are just pulling out the creativity early. It'd be interesting to see if that's like a...
The 1-for-1? I mean, the 1-for-1's not too bad. Losing the Vice means that they can start flanking a little bit more. They can potentially disrespect the smokes and actually flood the site. As we can see, Nats is in trouble.
Now, Nats will have to call for help. So he's going to see that. He's still got the wire in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been outdone. Zeus there does best him, so that's the gates open. Now, FUT obviously doesn't know fully how much they've gathered here, but it is a free site. So Kamek, Patatech, Kiko have to go back in. Oh, Kamek!
This is a good, fast, instant reposition from him.
Not so impossible.
Does he play super late?
Sees there for Krax. You got Mr. Fallen with the.
He shouldn't turn this for like the next 10, 15 seconds.
That's about it. And the timing for Kamek.
What a shot.
Unbelievable. Krax is out of there.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't going to swing it.
It's flipped on its head a little bit now. Liquid need to start working back towards the site.
The pressure from behind
into
reposition. Got a recon to enable his team. They got double smokes, 1 for cross, 1 for spike.
They found 1. Zeus
1
doing
for smoke,
so well here.
1 for
cross.
Dude, why did they not smoke the cross?
He has to keep faith. The Zeus can still do damage. Out of bullets. Oh, Kamek!
What?
How the hell did both think at the same time?
It's close. I don't think he has it, right?
I don't think they do.
Holy, dude. What went on at the end here?
Yeah,
this is like one of the rare Kiko mess ups, no? I think he has to smoke, unless they just want to duel with numbers and they don't want him to luck because time's low, which I would understand.
Be, like, results orientated, but like the kind of I thought Liquid's default setups when I watched them last worked quite well into the way that FUT were approaching the map, and to pull out another kind of big creative idea and it fall flat. It's kind of closing that gap in a little bit.
I really like your point, but if Durka did it, you'd have loved it.
It's true. It is true. Yeah, but Durka would have got 5.
That's true.
So
yeah, no, I guess.
You got to be hindsighty as a coach sometimes.
Hindsight, you know? Harry, got it.
Yeah.
But we do have a Liquid timeout, so I think maybe they.
Yeah,
want
it's
to
pretty
get
early
back
with the
into
timeout though.
game, right? Because yes, they've been quite creative. Yes, they picked up the pistol, but since we got into the buys, it's getting harder and harder. We're starting to see Zeus get more active. We're starting to see these ults come online together too. They can have the big snowball round soon. Liquid can't afford to let too much space back in here. FUT are a very dangerous team. You'd say that they're probably favored in this matchup overall, but
yeah, they're gonna have a low buy here.
Now, do you think Liquid just go back to kind of the more standard approaches? Do you think they were overdoing
It's super early, but
yes,
it's still worrying because FUT have had so much success on their attack,
rounds, like you said,
and this is pretty much a round win.
Now, so it's not just
because you can't hold B site with this ult, and you might have to go
these
aggro.
Power ults coming in from FUT. So it's,
okay, so set strat with the ult, it's looking like they put 3 here for Liquid. Maybe they're gonna hide in the smokes or something. Play 2 on site, 1 hides in a smoke.
Okay, so we have
maybe they saw it yesterday from dude, what game was that? That was the DRX game today actually. Where Mako did it on C site. Might try to go for something similar. Okay, TP over towards middle. This was nice though. Knife came in, so he couldn't TP. Now he's not going to take the TP. Okay. He does take the TP as ult, but I still like this idea of using the knife when the TPs are right around here. Good anti.
He'll see quite a lot. He has at least seen Camo. He hasn't seen the others. Hold on, is he gonna be too confident?
Yeah, he tunnel visioned. Yeah, he really tunnel visioned. It's literally exactly how I described it. Like when this is what happened with T1 against DRX, where the Yoru just tunnel visions and doesn't check the whole site properly. This was it, all over again.
And Mr. Fallen left in no man's land. They're slowly being surrounded, and they don't have an easy bit of security on the site. Camo is still lingering around here. He might just get the timing right too. Okay, Mr. Fallen at least.
Yeah, but you gotta keep a look on Camo and feel like he's won it.
Oh, yeah,
very, very nice on this. This was a good anti from Liquid though. They did a lot of good stuff. 3 over towards the site, with 2 of them kind of hiding back a site with the smoke, right? So it's hard to get vision on this guy. And then, no, I think it was on purpose, because then they had the knife over towards middle as well to delay it all. It felt like it was on purpose.
Liquid winning on a 2 Vandal round.
You're gonna feel like now, financially, it's gonna be 12. So they're gonna have to. They will get all these ults coming in pretty soon, barring Zeus's, obviously. But that's now gonna be up against 12 rounds, so it has to be flawless all the way back
Nice, 4.
I'll be honest, I think if I'm FUT, I'd probably just buy up more here and just try and use the ults.
This is the same recon that G2's using all the time.
Yeah.
Rounds to play with.
And well, they don't have
Patty's done for, right?
Already Pinatek has done some good damage, but he does get traded out on that. Maybe a recoverable weapon. Ult gonna come in on top. They do want to commit behind this one, but Camo seems unaffected. Seems unfazed by it.
Oh my god, they didn't hix the fade ult so he doesn't hit the TP. Kiko?
Ooh. All of these ults now coming out into this 2v3, they're still doable. But
5 HP, 60 HP.
No flank coming in, and maybe FUT have done enough here. They needed a miracle round.
The nice exec, yeah. I mean, the fade ult into the Yoru TP is really strong. I mean, Kiko heard it, it's just the fact that your comms aren't going to be that fast.
Plants in. Cracks Mr. Fallen. On site without a captain, all 3 players on site. That's a player spotted. Doesn't pull the trigger. So he knows about cracks.
Okay.
He's ready. Takes him away. 2 more to find, expecting a deeper post-plant position, but no, we know where they are. But Nats being toyed with around the world they go. He's looking for him and no one's checking, so he's got
my god. Holy, there's no way he's 1v3'd them. Dude, this might be the map done. This is FUT's map as well.
Taking away all the util, taking away all the
Damn, old school Nats. He's out here 1v3 and he was lurking earlier.
Every single time we've seen him in that position today, last alive, I've like held my breath every single time.
It always feels like
just feels like it's so winnable for him.
Yeah, and you gotta. His brain's just great for it.
I mean, that's probably the nail in the coffin, really. 12-6, 6
Yeah,
rounds
no, it
to
should
go,
be.
And then ult's coming up for Liquid.
Watch this one time and time again, couldn't you? Lovely.
I mean, I do prefer the coach cam when they're stressed, but it is kind of cute to watch them like happy.
Here.
Okay,
Fair
6
enough, yeah.
chances.
I also enjoy Misery more.
Oh,
Preemptive
preemptively
on
doing.
that.
Oh,
This
missed
is,
it.
I think so, in a little bit of a pickle here.
But they only spotted one on site. They kind of don't know
Looking like
too
they're
much
still
about
running this
Patty, right? Unless they saw him
hit
early.
time and time again. This time Yeda J lives. Takes away Patek,
Oh, it's
but it pulls
damage.
the trigger from Kamek. Yeda J still bulldozering through the site. I think Liquid kind of taking the foot off the gas for a second here, and Foot are absolutely firing up now. Divide goes in on top. They want this one secured. There can't be mistakes anymore. Why do I still get worried with this?
Nah, this one's
J-Hole
fine.
on the wall, looking
Kiko's
for
going
good
for a play,
position.
but he's
There's a
dead.
chance for it. They're pinging it out. They've got to be
At least he
aware.
flashes,
His
and it.
paranoia is going to be perfect, but he's made a go of it, and he still gets value. So it's on Kamek in a 1v4, looking improbable,
Let's look at the
near
money.
on
Let's start
impossible.
looking at the money.
So Foot,
4 people surviving for
could
FUT
be
is
allowed
great,
to be
and
alive with 4
Liquid's
here.
first loss in a while.
valuable round getting up to 7.
They'll have to.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
surprised Liquid didn't go for more kind of an economic damage kind of approach there.
yeah.
Like the 3v5, the money's not looking incredible.
Nah, they'll
for
low buy.
Liquid, money looking horrible for FUT. So I would have preferred for them to just go for like an economic, you know, kill some people.
Yeah.
I think they're like Liquid looked. This is a kind of 12-6 round, I call it. Like they're
Yeah,
trying
they
to
could maybe
hold
talk about the
B
fade
versus
eyes off.
the
Fade eyes gone
Visol.
here like
It
a
didn't
couple of
look like
rounds
they
in a
were
row.
kinda prepared to kind of deal with the Visol. Stuck on site with rubbish guns.
There he
I
is.
think, yeah. Just some lapses in discipline sometimes from
Okay,
Liquid. I mean,
default
it's
over
been a
towards
very
middle.
good
This is
game
good
for
as well,
them
dude.
so
Liquid
far,
have
but
done
those
multiple
tiny
things to
things,
deal with this
they make big
default.
differences.
Details do matter.
And then now we
They
have the
really do.
camera
Again,
to
we're
see if
talking
they've
about
actually
higher
like
end
taken the
opponents now.
TP.
This is, you know, the end of
Yeah, and the
kickoff,
Prowler getting
really. We're
shot
getting towards
also
that
creates a
pointy
question
end.
mark
The
over
real
towards here, so that's why they
challenges are
spam
here,
this,
so
because it's one of the positions where
make
you
sure
would
they
see the
tighten
TP. And
every
because they
part of
don't
this
know
up.
about it, and because we've got the
Just give a
camera
chance
here,
to
we've
FUT.
insta
You're on
cleared the
a better
info.
buy.
I do like this from FUT though, knowing
They
that
are backs to the wall
they
now,
might,
creeping up.
especially as they shot the Prowler, be trying to
Nats.
duel over towards middle, they just send numbers
Knows
here.
about a little bit of it, decides not to pull
I
the
still think
trigger.
Liquid have done really good. Like the anti,
It's
or like how
interesting,
they wanted
they've
to
used
approach this
cam
mid
more
default
as
has
like
been
a game
lovely.
plan kind of idea. They didn't show it last time. I think it's kind of one of those interesting things where like a Cypher allows you to do that kind of thing. You hide a cam somewhere. So I quite like the approach from Liquid, having a set kind of game plan for this one.
So they've opted to give up middle. But it does put a lot of pressure
It's
on
a little bit
CT.
weird on
It's
this
so
one.
available.
See what Nats can
now
do.
Get pinched here.
Well,
And the timing just perfect for FUT and awful for Liquid
okay,
in
now
that
they might
regard.
just
They've had to
insta-save.
evacuate
It
site.
doesn't really matter about
So
money
that's
anymore,
very
so they
much
can just
ready
let them
and
have full
available
money.
for FUT to get the plant in finally, pivoting around here.
Yeah, I'd be
Four-man
so
retake.
fine
They
for
do
them
have
to full
Patek
pass and
as
save.
well.
They don't have economy though, so big decision to be made here. 4v5 retake or save?
Do they get a quick kill? They've got a lot of util to play with. Jay looks lethal up there. Okay, this might be the
Oh,
go
boy.
signal. And the only one that can save them is Yeda J now for FUT. He has everything. Oh, Panatek turns around with a big old backhand. Leaving just Mr. Fallen.
Dude, they're
and
just gonna
Captain
full
alive.
stick this.
And that pressure is
Oh,
mounting.
Astrosite
The
came in a little
paranoia
bit too late, though.
removes the vision. They've got to
Yeah,
try
let's get
and
back
pull
onto it.
back.
It's done.
Zapping.
Holy hell, they managed
Nothing
that.
is
They actually managed to
stopping
retake
it.
that. I'm well
Nobody stopped
surprised.
the defuse. And that's
Kind
13
of wrecked
for
them.
Liquid.
I still think the
Goes their
coaches,
way.
maybe Nats as well, depending on who was involved in the ante, like it was really good. There was like three separate things that they did to
Well,
make sure that the default from FUT didn't get the pressure they created against Fnatic.
Uphill. We'll find out after the break.